Questions with Pathos. I believe this is going to be episode 4. My name is Zach, or more commonly known in the gaming world as Arson. I'm 23 years old, and I'm born and raised in Central New Jersey. Yes, Central New Jersey is a thing. If you say it's not, I will slap you. I love New Jersey. I also hate New Jersey for many reasons, but, I love it here. This is where I was born, this is where I was raised. I'm about a 45-minute drive from the beach, or as we say over here, down the shore. I'm about an hour away from Seaside Heights, where, in my opinion, one of the greatest shows of all time, Jersey Shore, was, filmed. Where did you get your name? So I got the name Arson, kind of as a whim about a year ago, maybe a little bit over a year. Originally, I went by Shaman, but to me, it was very, very hard for branding ideas and basically trying to figure out how to brand myself with the name Shaman. I felt it was very difficult. So I put a poll out on Twitter. I let my community decide, and eventually what we came up with was Arson, which personally, I love the name. I'm a volunteer fireman, so the name Arson to me is very, very ironic, because obviously arson is not something you want to do. But yeah, that's where I got my name. I got my name Arson through Twitter, and being a volunteer fireman, I went with the name of Arson because of the irony behind it, and I really like the branding ideas and the possible branding that I could do with Arson. So that's what I went with, and I'm really, really happy about it. I've got a lot of designs in my head. I've worked with several designers who've honestly made my vision come to life, and I couldn't be more thankful for it. So that's where I got my name from. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Honestly, this is a really tough question because I don't plan my life out 5 years ahead. I kind of go with the flow of things and live life one step at a time. But where do I see myself in 5 years? Hopefully as a Twitch partner. Hopefully my channel grows enough to where I can hit the partner status with Twitch and be able to do this as a job. Being a content creator and a full-time streamer would definitely be awesome to do. Just wake up, play video games, play with friends, make some content. Who wouldn't want to do that? As a gamer, that's what everyone pretty much wants to do, either that or go pro in a video game. But realistically, I want to be a paid fireman. It's definitely something I want to do as a career. I've been a volunteer fireman for 4 years actively. So it's actively, by actively I mean I passed fire school and became a nationally certified firefighter in 2017. Since then I've gotten a lot more certifications than that, but I've been a volunteer fireman since I was 15, where I joined as a junior member in my local town. So I've been around the firehouse and been a volunteer fireman for going on 9 years now. But I've been actively going into the buildings and being able to do the true fireman work for 4 years. So I want to do it as a career. That's the main goal. I want to help people every single day. I feel like that's what I was meant to do on this earth, is be able to help people. And, I love helping people personally. It's just something I really do enjoy doing. I've always been the type of person to put myself before others. Well, after others, I should say. I've always put my emotions aside to make other people happy, even if it meant me going through literal hell to make someone else smile. It's what I've done. I like cheering other people up. I like making their days better, making them laugh, making them smile. And as a fireman, you're going on calls, and it could be someone's worst day of their life. They're watching their house burn down, or car accidents, anything like that. I'm not going to get into details about stuff, but you're helping people on the worst day of their lives. And being there and being able to do what I do voluntarily, if I could do that full time, I can't see myself being upset. I love doing it. I love it. It's the adrenaline of, getting a call thrown on your gear and riding the rig and blasting the siren and the horn and everything through town. That right there is an adrenaline rush in itself. You're pulling up to a burning building and you're just like, damn, I'm about to go inside this thing. One of my instructors going through fire school always said, all firemen have a nut loose somewhere in their brain because they see a burning building and a bunch of people running out of it, and they're just like, yo, I'm gonna go into that. And it's true. It's true. It takes a very special person to do it. Very special person to be willing to put their life on the line for other people, which, granted, yes, we have military, EMTs, nurses. We all do it, especially right now during the COVID pandemic. It's a lot of people are putting themselves on the line for the greater good of others. But, there's safety precautions, obviously, that you have to follow. And, if you don't, you can get seriously hurt. But yeah, so where do I see myself in 5 years? Job-wise, hopefully as a paid fireman. Dream-wise, as a full-time streamer. That's the goals. So, yeah. So the next question is Xbox or PlayStation? It says no PC Master Race. I just started playing more on PC. But between the consoles, Xbox or PlayStation. They left out Nintendo here for some reason. But, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. I grew up with the Xbox, the PS2, the original PlayStation, the Xbox 360. Never had a PS3, and I currently have a PS4 and an Xbox One. Growing up, I was an Xbox kid. I never really liked Sony growing up, besides the PS2, because I grew up a lot playing that game, or playing that console. But I'm definitely an Xbox kid. Halo, going into a Call of Duty lobby and, pub stomping with all my friends. It was all on Xbox. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2. So yeah, I'm definitely an Xbox kid. 100% an Xbox kid. Currently I'm playing on PlayStation for Call of Duty and whatnot, because honestly the PS4 is the better console over Xbox One in my personal opinion. I don't have any of the new gen consoles, the PS5 or the Xbox Series X. But if I had to go with it, I don't know. I like, as much as I like the PS5 and I like it's tough. But overall, I'm an Xbox kid, 100%. My biggest goal in life is to never have to financially struggle. Growing up, we had a lot of issues. My mom had a lot of medical issues, so we lived off of a single income off of my father. I'm not going to get into details about it, but I never want to have to worry about how I'm going to pay my next bill or where my next meal is going to come from. That's the main goal. I never want to have to financially struggle. I always want to be set in life and have money put away to where I can go on vacations and I can support my family and support my life. Back to where you see yourself in 5 years question. Hopefully I have a wife and kids. I'm 23 years old. In 5 years I'll be 28, almost 29. That's the main goal. Is I want to have stability. I don't ever want to have to financially struggle. I want to support my wife, support my kids, let them do what they want. Growing up I played hockey, which is a very, very expensive sport. And my dad struggled to have me and my brother play through it. He worked overtime, wouldn't eat lunch for a couple weeks, so that way he could afford, some new sets of gears, stuff like that. That's something that I never want to have to struggle with. So my biggest goal in life, I don't ever want to have to financially struggle. I always want to be set and make enough money to where I can be comfortable. If you're on a deserted island and can only have 3 items, what do you have? We're going to go very, very basic here, and I'm going to say a tarp or some sort of tent, so for shelter. A machete or a knife, so that way I could cut things down and I can also hunt with it. And I'm going to go with flint for fire, because I don't want to have to rub 2 sticks together to make fire, because honestly I don't even know how to do that. I'll be completely honest with you. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a machete or a knife, flint, and a tarp. You could do a lot with those things. You could do pretty much anything to survive with those three things. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm gonna go with. Who's my biggest inspiration? I have two parts, technically three parts to this. Outside of gaming, it's my father and my brother. My dad, with everything that was going on, like, yeah, we weren't rich, yeah, we weren't poor, but we definitely lived in the poverty. He always made sure that we had a roof over our heads and we had food on the table. And the struggles that he has overcame throughout his life is truly inspirational. And the other one, my brother was in the military. He's a U.S. Army veteran. That's inspiring in itself. You know, now my brother wants to be a police officer, which, again, that's, given today's day and age and everything that's going on, is very inspirational. Not a lot of people want to do that with everything going on in this world. And my brother's always done the best he can with his life. You know, my brother has a kid. I love that little guy to death. And yeah. And in gaming, big streamer wise, my inspiration is Tim the Tatman. I've watched Tim the Tatman since he was at about 500 to 600 viewers. And now look at him, he's pulling over 30,000 a stream. So that's an inspiration itself, where if you keep up the motivation, you keep up the passion and the grind, eventually things do pay off. You know, if one door closes, another one opens, as I like to always say. And small streamer wise, there's two guys right here in Pathos who are inspirations to me, and that's Trent Cosmic and Tyler Stories. Trent's passion to be better and, you know, to do everything he has to do is inspirational. He's investing into the setup to become a better streamer. He's doing everything he can. That's inspirational, man. And, you know, Tyler Stories, he's trying to always get better at whatever game he plays. Right now it's Warzone, and he's an inspiration. He's just constantly grinding, and I respect both their grinds immensely. So yeah. Why did you decide to join Pathos? So before I joined Pathos, I actually had an offer from Pathos through Tyler Stories, because I've been friends with Tyler for about a year. But I got into Vex as a streamer. No hard feelings to Vex, it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be, so I ended up leaving, and I hit up Tyler, and I was just like, hey, any chance I could still join Pathos? I talked to Tommy and Northern, and here I am. I came to Pathos, and it's a family here. I love this organization. I love the people in it, you know, the ideas that they're coming up with, and the different collabs that I could do for content-wise with different streamers, you know, Trent Cosmic, Tyler Stories, you know, my best friend, 732 Ghost. I love working with all of them. Tommy's got great ideas. The way we brainstorm different contents through in our group chats, it's what I've looked for a while. And I could see this being my home for a little while now. What's my favorite food? Alright, listen, I am fat. I have a lot of favorite foods. I like Italian food, you know, chicken parm, you know, shout out Zinni. No Zinni, no Winnie. Dude's a chicken parm connoisseur. But if I had to choose like one food, it would probably be like true authentic tacos. Like straight up from a Hispanic restaurant. My brother's mom, well, my brother's baby mama, so my nephew's mother. Yeah, my nephew's mom, she's Mexican and Colombian, I believe. And her father used to own, God rest his soul, he passed away unfortunately. He used to own a restaurant here in my town, and I would go there and get like a true authentic tacos, and I fell in love. You know, the chopped onions, the cilantro, the lime, the 2 corn tortillas, man, just, oh, my mouth is watering just thinking of it. So I would say my favorite food is probably true, like, authentic tacos. Like, yeah, Taco Bell's great, American tacos are great, but just something about the authenticity of true tacos, it just kicks it to the next level. Who's the best looking in Pathos? Yeah, I mean, obviously it's me. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Tommy's a stud. Tyler's a stud. Trent's a stud. 732 Ghost is a damn beauty. I don't really know. Jason's a stud. We have Tanner. Tanner's gorgeous. Jolp. If I had to choose one, I'm going with my boy Trent. 100%. The dude's a stud. Big boy. Gotta give the big boy some loving. I owe that dude a pizza. So, yeah. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, my name is Zach, also known as Arson. I'm live usually every day, or as much as I can be with work in the firehouse and everything. Twitch.tv/ArsonNJ is where you guys can find me. I'm a variety streamer. I stream pretty much whatever I want to play. Usually it's Call of Duty, because I've been playing competitively in a league recently. So you'll see me play Call of Duty. Right now I'm doing a not a competitive playthrough, but a playthrough of It Takes Two with 732 Ghost. So you can find me playing that. Valorant, you can find me playing Valorant, playing with friends, having a couple drinks on stream. So yeah, pretty much anything I want to play is what you guys will see. So yeah, check me out, twitch.tv/ArsonNJ. It's an honor to be here and be a part of Pathos, and thank you guys for watching. Love you guys.